were talking offline about how much we love to talk budgets and finance. Have they spoken about that January window, the board? Have they told you this is what you may be able to do?
They've said that there'll be money there, but I don't spend owners' money like it's my own unless I have to. It has to be value for money. Recruitment's so important. At any level, the recruitment you almost gauge how good you are by your recruitment. So that's going to be a part I'm looking at. Obviously, I've got a lot of connections in the game. Whether I can pull a few favours or not, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I want to get a reputation here of playing attractive attacking football, because that will attract clubs to let us maybe have their better players. If they see us not developing players, you're not going to get them come here. So it's important that we're seen to be coaching them well, playing a certain way, and then you've got more chance of getting these maybe loan players or players from the bigger clubs.
You touched on it there. One of the questions I was going to ask is that contact list that's in your phone. It's good, it's strong. That must have been something that you could be able to say to the board, I've got a strong starting point here.
Yeah, no, I have got a lot of contacts, and that's really important. Obviously, where Carlisle is, it's obviously new to me, but it's your thing. If I'm looking, obviously I know London market really well, but for us maybe to bring someone up from London or up to Carlisle, you need to look at that. So we spoke about how that could work. Do you bring in maybe two together? There's lots of different ways around it, isn't there? But they need to be comfortable coming here, and then we need to look after them. So we'll see. The 10 games before the window, it's a lot of games, and hopefully the squad looks a good squad, and I've got to get the best out of them in the next 10 games, and then we see where we are.
Not buttering you up too much, but everybody says about Keith Millen, man management, that's one of his strongest skills. You'll see it straight away. How important is that going to be over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I need to get to know the players individually. One thing I've learned is to get the best out of players on the grass, but also as a person. So I need to get that relationship with them. They need to trust me. They need to understand that if I'm saying something to them about, well, listen, that ain't good enough, I'm doing it for the right reasons. It's never personal. I think you can't, like I've had that in my career when it gets a little bit personal, and you can't do that. And so yeah, I need to build them relationships. That takes time. I can only start 11 players on Saturday, so there's going to be probably another 11 that are going to be disappointed. So I need to try and get to know the squad very quickly, and we've got a few games coming up. Obviously, the cup game next week, and then the Morecambe game as well. So that might give me an opportunity to see a few of the others as well.
Another very important relationship is our fans. What's your message to them as you take over this job?
Well, I've got to really, and I'm really keen to pick up on the area, and because I've been to a lot of different clubs, and it's important that you understand the area you're working in and what they want and what they expect. From what I've seen already, and most fans, to be fair, they want to see their team and their players giving everything for their badge. So that's a minimum, like I've said before. Can we have lots of energy, lots of enthusiasm to the game? But then you need the quality with that, and the quality hopefully wins you the game. So I want to get to know the area. Obviously it's new to me. I need to get to know the fans, what their demands are, what they want, and I think the more I can meet them and explain to them more about me, then again you're building that relationship with the fans, which if this club's going to be successful, it has to be from the top down. I mean, it can't just be me saying it with the players and my staff. It has to be everyone. And the more the fans understand where I'm coming from, the better chance you've got of being successful.
You talked about commitment. I mean, you look at your career, it's an example of that. I mean, it's either 4 or 11 years in places as you go on. It is a trait, isn't it? That means that once you get somewhere, you want to be successful there.
Yeah, because I when I go somewhere, I'm like all in. I remember when I went to Bristol City, I said to my wife, we'll probably only be here for a year. And we ended up being there 12 years. So when I'm in somewhere, as long as I know it's right and I feel that I belong there and I can do some good, I'm happy. Obviously, if there's other issues, then you have to deal with them. But I'm here now, and I can't wait to get started.
And knowing David, does that help, having somebody that you know that you're going to work so closely with going forward?
Yes, I think the key word is trust, and I've already said to the staff, I've come in here to enhance what they're already doing, and I'll be learning from them. Hopefully they learn from me, and we all become better as a unit, as a staff-wise. But it has to be trust. And it's the same with me managing upwards. With David, I work with a director of football in Sweden, so I've had that sort of year of sort of that relationship between me and the board. So I'm all about communication. David will have his ideas, I'll have mine, and hopefully we come to a good conclusion.
And the backroom staff, Keith, I know you're more than happy to continue that relationship, or build that relationship as you continue to work here.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like I say again, I went to Sweden on my own, and it was tough actually. It wasn't easy going into a foreign country on my own. So they need to learn quickly about me, and then I need to learn about them. They will know things and do things that I've not seen before, and that's the beauty of football coaching. I'm not going to pretend I know everything. Far from it. I know what I want, but I'm sure they will add to what I'm doing, and also maybe. And I said to them, "Listen, if you don't think that's right for where we are at the moment, then we might have to just sort of just hold fire on it a little bit, because all my ideas I want to do, like, it ain't gonna be happening in 2 days. It ain't gonna happen in 2 weeks. So it might be a case of little and often." And then see where that takes us.
And I think that's probably a hint. I'm keeping you way too long, but I'm going to finish on one question. You mentioned that it's great for the fans to hear you're not interested in talking about a relegation battle. None of that. Doesn't matter where we are right now. This is about sorting things out and moving forward together.
Yeah, the great thing is we've got time to improve the results. So if there was 5 games left, then it would be a different conversation. But where we are, it is not a great place to be. But there won't be no talk from me from it. I mean, whether we win Saturday or we don't win Saturday, we've still got a lot of games to go. So I've got a short-term goal, and I've got a long-term goal. And so the short-term goal is, what can we do for the next 10 games? See where we are then, and then we can look a little bit further forward then.
Okay, thank you for your time and welcome.
Thank you very much.